Hi there, I'm Angela Kirby, and I'm about to talk about and show off a few of my prints from the mandala series that I have done. There's actually 56 mandalas in this series so far. I'm about to start on number 57 over the next few days. And I've actually compiled them all in this book, Creating Wisdom and Magic in Life and Love. And there's a lot that goes on in this book because I talk about my journey. Then there are 12 processes, therapeutic processes or creative processes that help you to work through any emotional upheaval or where you might be feeling stuck or whatever it might be going on, so that you can become more effective in the choices that you make in your life. So anyway, without going into that too far, what I'm going to say now is that there's 54 mandalas that you can use as an oracle. So for example, they're not a card, but what you do is you set an intention and then you get yourself quiet for a moment. So there's a bit of reverence going on. Setting your intention, what is it that I'd like to know about my life direction? And then you just open the page. And the one that I got here is called Balance. All right. So then there's a mantra, and it's the same mantra for each one. So you read the mantra, and then you get yourself, which is getting yourself ready and prepared to be able to then read what the oracle or the message of this particular mandala represents. Okay. So that being said, then there's some mandalas that you can actually color in. They're only small, but that's perfect because you know a big drawing might be a little bit daunting. So starting off and filling these in the back of the book is a great way to meditative state to get yourself into, or to help take yourself into that altered state of conscious, the dreamy state, without sounding weird. Okay, so there's just a more dreamy state that allows you to let go of any stress or tension that's going on naturally. You don't need to know the how, it just happens naturally. Then there's some poetry that's in there, and then there's a whole lot of people that I have recommended that are great people to read. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is here's an original drawing of mine, of the mandalas. So there it is right there. That's a painting of mine up there. Anyway, but there's the actual drawing. So they're 50 by 70 centimeters. And so, you know, there you go. Okay, so I think that's probably number 2 or 3 in the series. So that was actually done back probably in 2007. So whereas the series, you know, is 56. It's gone on for a long time, and I will continue them on. But what I've done is, so the originals are actually $920 each framed. They're actually, the information's on my website. Unframed, they're a couple $100 cheaper than that. I think it's $920 framed. I have had them on special from time to time. But that's, you know, it is what it is. You know, they go up and down. But basically the set price framed is $920. Unframed, as I said, I'm not sure what the unframed is. I can't remember. It's on my website. Now, I've had 6 of these made into prints. These are the size. So, and they're just great to be able to put on your wall, or maybe put on your table as on a table where you put candles and crystals, and it's like a mantle, you know, your mantelpiece, your altar, where you can actually, you know, you drape cloth or whatever you might want on that as a place of reverence, where you sit down and do your meditation and usher in the energies of this particular mandala, possibly, whatever. I mean, it's up to you what you do. But this one is actually number 22. And I've done a light measurement. As you can see, it's a pretty good size. So you could put it up on your wall and it would look, you know, great. Or you could, I've actually had this one laminated, so you can laminate them, or you can frame them even, as opposed to, you know, so this one's actually $45. So as opposed to paying the $920 or, you know, less the couple of $100 that is for the original, you can actually buy one of these. And you could, it's up to you whether you frame it or laminate it. Okay, so, and I've done a light measurement on it because I do a non-medical light therapy work. And I've actually measured the amount of light in this particular mandala, and it's 2.5 million. It's not megahertz, it's just the measurement of the light. So I'm going to actually read you out the what this particular mandala is about. So if you bought that, you then get the opportunity to I would send you also the information of what that mandala actually means. But it is in my book, but it's not on my website. Okay, so this one, here it is in the book, and it's called Bursting. So, and this is what it represents. So it says, your world may feel like it's closing in on you, and it may appear that everyone else has his or her lives together. This is a place of great reckoning, with bold steps to be taken, for it is time to move on. There is a bigger plan, and you most certainly have not been forgotten. Creative pursuits connect you to your higher self, where any fear drifts away, reconnecting you to your path. Sometimes it feels like your world has fallen apart and that you have lost your way. Allow the dust to settle. For this is a great time to unclutter your life in all areas, from house cleaning, friendships that are worn out and stagnant, jobs that aren't completed, to boxes that need unpacking and sorting that have been in the garage or spare room for years. So you will know instinctively what is ready to be given away to family, friends or charity, or put online to be sold. This cleansing has you feeling fresh and enthused for your life once again, and doors with opportunities open that have been previously closed. So burst into all that life has to offer. So that was that one. Okay, and so you resonate with that. You ask yourself, what is it that, how does that resonate with me? What is it that I can see that I need to do? Or maybe you're in denial and say, look, it's not relevant to me at all. But, sit with it for a while and see if it is, it is what it is. Anyway, whatever drawing that you're actually drawn to are the ones that relate to you. There's many levels to these mandalas. Anyway, so this one here is number 36, and it's $45 also, and the light measurement is 2.5 million. Okay, so there's a lot of symbology in here that I won't go into now. I'm putting that up like that. Okay, there's a lot of symbology of all of the mandalas have all got roses in them, and this was the one where the color of the roses actually went from red to white. So there's more in where I've been in service. This was more of holding a lot more light and a much higher frequency. It's not to diminish the frequency of the red roses at all. So let's have a look at what this one, number 36, has to say. All right, so it's in here somewhere. 33, 34, 35, 36. All right, okay, so here it is in the book, number 36. And it says, receive. So love and light are the gift of white roses in this mandala, or any flower for that matter, depicting that it is yours to be delighted upon. So relax, sit back as you watch what you have sown bear fruit and strengthen the very fabric being weaved within you, to withhold any storms that may appear from time to time. For at this moment there are no storms to attend to. Leave well enough alone. It is time to receive and allow others to serve you, for your services to the world is now gifting back to you. It may feel uncomfortable receiving, and it is important to take note of this aspect. It could be a friend or family member, a colleague, or even someone you don't know gifting to you. See the love that shines through you. See the love that shines through this very aspect of them. Be open to it. Gifts arrive in many ways, and remember to say thank you and know that they are doing their service. What goes around comes around. Be open to the gifts of life and receive with open arms, for they may even appear as coins on the very road you walk. Be thankful for the generosity is being graced, for your generosity is being graced. So that's a beautiful one as well. But are you, it's one being open to receiving. Can't do all the service ourselves. All right, so the next one is this one here, and it's number 38. And this light measurement is actually 300K. So it's $35, and the light frequency is not as high as the other ones, but it doesn't mean that it's any less than the other ones, but less in price. But although all the originals are the same price. Okay, so there we go. Now let's have a look at what number 38 has to say. All right, and this one's called, this one's about boundaries. And this one says, sometimes the boundaries we place around ourselves may become restrictive and we can be uncertain of our footing. With surety you trust, you invite, you bring about. You'll give so many as you contemplate the shifts to go in place, creating movement to untangle yourself from the enmeshed friendships, work colleagues or family members. The time is now to cease any behaviours holding you blatantly from your path. Meditation will assist in accessing any denial around what you may be ignoring, allowing the truth of what you have created to reveal itself fully. So is it working for you or against you? For then you must no longer, for then what no longer works for you, let it go, you can do it. No matter what others say, it is you that must do what you must feel must be done. It is you that must do what you feel must be done. So you are always supported and guided, and by meditating and centering yourself, the next right action appears and sits fully within you, ready to step into. Even in times of great upheaval, there's always a spot where you can choose to bring in stillness, in which you can relax within for a moment to seek your truth. Okay, so good one. Okay, so the next one that I have, I've got 3 more, and this one is number 40. This is when I start to get into drawing a lot of eyes and seeing the more transpersonal picture of bigger aspects of more worldly or universal. What do I mean by that? Oh, there's a whole lot going on, I can tell you that right now. But anyway, this light measurement is 2 million. Sorry, I just didn't want to go on about that. And it's $45, and it's number 40 on the on my website or in my book, depending on which you want to do. It's up to you. The good thing about the book too is that, like you're not going to just read and put it on the shelf. Well, you might just do that, but it's one where you could pick up and do a process, one of the 12 processes, at any time that you feel drawn to do a little bit of personal journey work. You don't have to spend hours doing it, or you might. It's over a couple of days, whatever. It's entirely up to you. And then you could do the drawing of the mandalas, read some poetry, whatever it is. It's a book that would be a tool for your life, basically. So that the investment that you make on it, $70 investment, is something that's got a lot of gifts within it. Okay, so this work is not just about me. It's about what's being channeled and brought through for us all to share. Okay, so number 40, there we go, is trust. And your path ahead is clear. You're able to follow through with your best laid plans. Even plans that were not complete will automatically unfold a path of their own accord. Perhaps aspects you had not even thought were possible, and in a manner that is pleasing to all involved. This is not a win-lose situation that one gets the booty and runs. A watchful eye and guiding insights are always there for you to embrace. Trust as you learn to access your inner world of higher knowledge. Inspiration unfolds for the next steps to take, as they always inevitably do, and not necessarily when you ordered it. Patience, and get on with other things that require attention. In business, you're able to acknowledge your place in the world of service, as this is the work you have been here to share with others. This is not so much about ego accomplishments and a job well done, but that this feels entirely that you are doing what you love. Okay, so there you go. Number, what did I say the number was? Number 40. Okay, so the next one we have here is I think it's number 41. And so that's number 41, and the light measurement is 2 million, and it's actually $45. So all these prints are between $35 and $45. Okay, so let's see what this one has to say. And it's here in the book, and it's called Knowledge. The flowers are all blooming and drifting in the movement offered by the breeze, with the bowl of knowledge pouring forth the threads of life. So, okay, and I'll just show you that. So in the drawing, see there's a bowl there that's actually pouring out the threads of life. Okay. It's all coming together, interlinking wisdom, trusting in life's safe regard. Shine your brightness and your lust for life. Breathe deeply and embrace your strength, and honour will always come through. This is a time where it is important to give yourself a break and from others around you as you recollect your sense of self and the path that you are on. This is a time of meditation and to re-familiarise yourself with your favourite books and any past notes taken along the journey thus far. You never know what insights may be triggered and relevant now. Or alternatively, read a book and you may that you've been meaning to read, and this is related to your higher self, books on spirituality. Or listen to a lecture online from those who inspire you from their trust in their life, their high knowledge that there is in fact more to life than we feel we have been originally delivered. For what you see is a construct of your learning and feeling thus far. Are you content with that? So are you ready to learn other perspectives that gives growth on all levels of your being? So much to know, so much to learn, and to enjoy doing it. With what you feel drawn to, it is time to explore. Okay, fantastic. Okay, and the lucky last one. This one, okay, so this is number 51 in the series. And that's $45, and its light measurement is also 2 million. All right, so let's see what that one has to say. And then I'm getting close to wrapping this up. Evolution, and here it is in the book. The gates have opened, there is no turning back as your wisdom has been triggered, your connection to all that is. Deep within, extending out from all, out from us all is an energy system. There are 12 main chakras, the life force that guides our body, mind, and soul with balance and vigor. When these become unbalanced or blocked, then choices we make become off kilter, decisions may be stalled, and we could find ourselves enmeshed in another's dramas and trying to fix what isn't ours to fix. You may begin to doubt yourself and the choices that you made in your life so far, in which case you need to stay out of judgment for what was done, felt right at the time. So now is now, not then. Leave it alone. It is done. Sparkling. This awakening requires resilience, for the time ahead is great, and one when you're ready to step up, no doubt. And do not doubt this. I'm starting to stutter. It's time to cease. So there's the book, and that's available on Balboa Press or Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Booktopia, etc., etc. So not in local bookshops. And here are the prints again. I'll just show you these one more time. I'll just sit back a little bit. So I'll show you again the original. So that's the original. And so as you can see, there's a big size difference, of course. So that's the original drawing. I'll put you back there. And here we go. These are the mandalas again. So this is print number 51. So they're great size, and they would look great on on your wall, or as I said, on a table as a part of an altar, or a mantle, or whatever it is that you want to use it as. That's how you use it is entirely up to you. I've got a couple in my clinic, and there's that one, the bowl pouring forth, the threads of life. Then we have here this one with a lot of the eyes, the more transpersonal, the very big picture here going on, all the the weaving and threading of life, the universe. Then we have this one. I really loved. I love drawing them all. They're very therapeutic. They're beautiful. These are channeled works. They're not ones that I sit there and go, what am I going to do? I wait until the information comes through. It's not about doing thumbnail sketches and trying to work out what it is. The information, it comes through at all sorts of times. Something's a little bit fuzzy, then it becomes more clear, and then I'm ready to go. Start working pastels on paper, chalk pastels on paper, and this is the last one. So there you go. Okay, I'll just show you another one in here. Let me take you off that. So show you another one. Let me just pull the blind over so that we can see a little bit better. So there is one up there. I'm not sure whether you can see that. Am I showing that right? Yeah, so there's just one up on the wall that I've had. That's actually not laminated. The ones that I've shown you outside are actually laminated. And they are, it's just a flat laminate so that the piece isn't reflecting. And so there you go. So these will be available on my Etsy shop. So under Angela Kirby in the Etsy shop. They'll also be available on my website. There needs to be a little bit more fiddling around that goes on with that, but they'll soon be there. You can actually order them from me at any time. There's no doubt about that. But I have 6 available in print so far. All right, so and they could be sent to anywhere in the world, so nationally and internationally. Okay, so ciao. All right, any questions? You could either send me an email at frizzkirby@bigpond.com. That's FRIZZKIRBY. And the reason why it's Frizz Kirby is because of the hair. And then my website is frizzkirby.com. And that's where you can find some more information as well. Okay, so ciao.